heroes from both teams coming out to put down some deep vision. Yopaj looking to get an across the river ward on the mid. Should be doing so as well, and Silurn doing the same thing down towards the bottom part of the river here. So none of the mids seeing each other. Bottom though, Polosan was spotted going in for this ward. I wonder if they're gonna de-ward the high ground immediately. They're pinging it out. Yeah, they're gonna see it. They're gonna walk around. Don't even put the sentry on the high ground. Instead, using the sentry to block the big camp, and then just walking close to the cliff with heroes to scout it. Nice little trick that not everyone knows.
I think Natsumi's like trying to do it now as well. He's like, "Hey, what? You could do that?" I don't know, I'm presuming, but it seemed funny that he started walking really close to the cliff. But
yeah, it's a very nice thing. Can save you some time and save you some ward positionings for sure. Especially this early on, you don't have your flying couriers yet to use that.
Yeah, I don't know how much this always comes into play with support heroes, but it definitely feels nicer to be able to de-ward with heroes that can get vision on the high ground, just because you can cover a larger area,
right,
with placing the sentries down. So like, I don't know if that's really a key consideration when you're looking at like strong support heroes at the moment, but it definitely feels way better to be able to de-ward with them.
I think if you put the ward completely in the dead center on a cliff like that, by the way, the walk-up check trick doesn't work. I think so, but you have to put it in the exact dead center of the cliff. So if you put it a little bit towards the edge, then you can get vision on it. But yeah, definitely having something like Crystal Maiden or whatever, it's always nice. Bottom, we see a bit of a trap, by the way.
Yeah. This is going to be a huge punishment.
Miracle's the target.
Miracle. And yeah, without a doubt, they're going to be able to kill him. They see the shell leveled up already. They're going to be rewarded with first blood as well. So Natsumi, I mean, they're even going to just run down Pulse. He ran back into them.
Yeah, he went the wrong way.
Yeah, well, this is crazy. Just didn't want to go down to the south. Might still live.
Roche, help!
I think he's going to be able to get to Roche before next they can get him.
Oh, he bashes 3 too. He's like, come here. You might know. I'll mess with Roche. It'll mess you up. But yeah, back towards mid lane, you know, nice little start there with the trap. But towards the mid lane, we'll see if Yopaj can get revenge here in this replay from game 1 of the heroes.
Wasn't even I mean, again, I didn't see that first blood, but I'm pretty sure it wasn't like a power rune as well that Silurn had that was enabled by. It was even pre-level 6, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, it was pre-level 6. He got him with level 3 on the Q and 2 points in W, but they were trading non-stop and just going low HP. And we're probably gonna see similar stuff on mid lane this game, so we'll have to keep our eyes on it.
It's always nice, honestly, to be able to get a rematch with these two heroes, just heroes in general in the mid lane. You know, obviously Yopaj feels like he messed up that previous game and felt like he should have been able to come out on top. And we'll see how different it's going to be in this time in particular.
Yeah, it speaks to confidence at least that he's not deterred from last game. You know, doesn't feel like he should have died there. He feels like he should be doing all right or should be outplaying him. So he gets another chance at it here. Bottom lane, the Darkseer getting zoned by this big tree. Meanwhile, top, the Gyrocopter has a lot of creeps to farm under his tower as well. So they did some pull. The kick back into tower, 1 tower hit.
I think it does seem like we're, at least Boom, are going to be able to punish this really weak laning stage that we see often from the Darkseer. So I mean, Polison's, of course, up to his pulling shenanigans, being a melee 4 as well. It's not like he's really going to be able to make stacks, which we've seen often has been a big thing for the Darkseer, especially with that really close Ancient camp towards the right side. So that's just going to be up to Miracle. In fact, he's even going to go back and start making stacks toward the triangle as well in the hard camp. So just already showcasing that, yeah, this is not going to be a fun lane for him.
I think the first blood really just threw off the balance on the lane because dying immediately, not being there for the first creep wave, dying. The Darkseer just doesn't have the experience. His level 2 Iron Chill is way delayed, and Terrorblade just has a completely free lane down here. And this is not what you want to have happen when you're playing that pause for Doom, you know. It's not the strongest laning support, doesn't provide that much early, and if your offlaner struggles on his own because he got first blooded, then you can't salvage that as Doom.
So we're already looking kind of towards Excellent to be like a huge rotator here for Myth Avenue. I mean, we brought up the potential of these two heroes in the previous game, but is he looking at bottom up lane this game to help stabilize early time?
It could be that. It could also be the other way around, that you just say, you know what, bottom lane not looking too good. I'm just not gonna go there, and instead play towards that gyrocopter, make rotations to accelerate his game even more. So we'll see exactly what's gonna be the priority, as we see big priority on the bounty or water runes here.
Nice sidestep. Silin might even be able to get the kill now as well. Swashbuckle over the top. With the help of X-Nova, they might actually be able to turn it back around. Yopaj's right clicks are starting to rain onto Silin.
Oh.
Roll again's off the marker. Now with the bottle sips, repairing some of the damage. Ability's up in a couple seconds for the Penguin. But a beautiful kick from Yopaj snipes him from the right side. He's even actually going to try and roll in aggressively. Polison now is in a lot of danger. Boom might be able to find the secondary kill, but Yopaj not going to be able to continue the chase with the abilities on cooldown.
They also see a 3x stack over here, and they're pinging it like, can we farm this? And X-Nova, you know, he doesn't want to let this go over to the Darkseer. Yopaj can use the kick. Top, meanwhile, the Mars getting dove and killed.
Still back over here. I mean, there's a lot of action continuing to break out. Silin, is he going to go for X? Oh, very indecisive out of the Pengli. It doesn't even go for anyone, so some of the stack will be taken. Looks like both sides kind of getting some golden experience off the back of that.
Yeah, he just wanted to try and protect, make sure that his team can farm up the big camp, but not gonna get something more there. So this time Yopaj is getting the upper hand here towards mid, not necessarily with a 1v1 outplay solo kill, but off the back of the Chakra Magic that gave him the cooldown before on the kick. Was a nice kill for him to get still.
But this is putting a lot of attention away from top. So Krish is without a doubt free farming. Looks like WS is still, I mean, like we saw, he did just have that previous death. There's Miracle almost going to go down bottom as well, but he's okay. But yeah, they're really sacking this this Mars lane up top at the moment.
Yeah, he's getting no real priority as the Caudal is moving around, but that does free up the Caudal to try and make stacks at least. So while he's not helping the Mars directly, he is preparing now the triangle as well. Got a triple stack on the big camp now, double stack on Ancients. So there's some farm to fall back on for him, but that means Gyrocopter is having a good start again.
And we see importantly the mid lane as well is gone very differently than the last time. With the kill that we just had prior, with Yopaj getting involved, he had the level 6 before the pain goes, so he was able to pick up the Arcane Rune uncontested. Silin wanted nothing to do with that. Now he's going to be a little bit more enabled to potentially make a play on a side lane with this Power Rune.
Yeah, would be nice to get a fight with the Arcane Rune and Magnetize, getting that off. He's going to make his way towards bottom. This poor Darkseer, man, not having a great time in this lane as X-Nova is just non-stop chasing him here. He has so low experience on Darkseer, only level 4, just barely. Meanwhile, the Mars, you know, he was left alone a lot, but he's level 5, almost 5.5 at this point.
I think this is always the thing about the Gyrocopter, though. We kind of touched on it last game, but with Flat Cannon, you will always shove the lane out. Like, the enemy offlaner is going to have the wave quite often next to their tower, so you will at least be able to get some gold and experience.
Yeah, it's like to the advantage of the Gyro, but also to the advantage of the enemy. But he's gonna go for a little call down here, trying to do some damage to WS, but he has Caudal behind him.
We again touched on it last game too, but look at the different itemization as well from Krish. Falcon Blade into the Mask of Madness, no straight rush with the Chrysalis into the Scepter this game.
Yeah, it's curious that he goes for a completely different approach here, and you know, this is maybe because the Falcon Blade isn't, or the Chrysalis isn't very strong against the TB with this massive armor, so prioritizing getting it as soon as possible is not the most important thing. But I don't know, maybe it just feels like, you know, I didn't have enough mana last game and I want to have more mana, so I'm gonna go back for it, because ultimately you do need to buy a lot of clarities if you skip the Falcon Blade.
Can we see either side contest these stacks? Like Dire have started to build up a decent chunk of stacks inside their own triangle, and like we saw Baboka as well, we're making a lot of stacks inside Boom. Do we feel like there's one team in particular that is going to have an easier time of potentially invading and taking these?
I think there's way easier time for Myth to contest stacks since they have the Pango. He's really good at stealing both big camps and Ancients as well. Whereas Earth Spirit, he doesn't really farm Ancient stacks at all. So a little bit of a difference there. Top, TB rotation, this is big.
And they'll be able to get the kill into Ponlo, and looks like they're going to try and transition to the tower as well. Now they might also continue running deep inside the jungle, anticipating potentially of Krish's farming pattern. They will be right as well, at least with how they're currently set up. Christian's no one else really nearby. He's close to the tier 2 tower. Maybe he's going to be survivable with the strength treads. So he's getting any TPs out though. Silen's going to start to move over, but yeah, with no one else offering any assistance, that's going to be a big secondary kill that Boom are going to be able to find along with that.
Polison too. They're going bottom, chasing after. They have a slow on him. Not gonna be able to get the kill there. So he has the speed aura, so runs away pretty quickly on Doom. But still beautiful rotation. You always want to see this when you see Terrorblade carry to go through the portal, take the enemy safe lane tower. Mars wants to ulti this.
Should be able to be rewarded as well off the back of the ultimate. Although Miracle's okay for the moment. A little bit hesitant is Boom going on full without the damage out of Yopaj. We're able to convert onto the kill. So, I mean, it is wall use along with the arena.
They didn't have the metamorphosis anymore as well as the big thing. If he still had meta going there, the TB could get that kill maybe. Doom now just farming away in jungle, trying to build up. He's gonna stack the Ancients again. There's a lot of Ancient stacks that they need to go over and clear with the Gyrocopter as soon as possible.
Would you want to put priority on the Gyro or the Darkseer getting that?
I mean, you can take it with Darkseer, but it's so slow anyway. I think you should just go back bottom and try and get the lane creeps. He is gonna try and clear it though. But there's a lot of creeps bottom. They're not being farmed by anyone right now. They're losing value on the side of Myth.
Hit the out as well. Recognizing that no one's farming bottom, so see where they're going to be back. Meanwhile, inside Boom's own triangle, Baboka and Yopaj just shoot the hard stack. Vessel completed. I'd even go for Silen as well. This is going to be a lot of damage that he wasn't expecting. Gets some mitigation out of the shield crash, but WS...
Nice spear.
Even rotates over as well. Wouldn't expect the Mars to make a movement like that, especially how close he was to teleport, but without a doubt, there was a big movement from him. If they don't get that speed, potentially the Pango is able to get out.
Yeah, it was pretty aggressive by Pango to try and go in alone to contest stuff there. And Jesus, this stack is getting big and juicy here. That is already a, what is it, 5 stack? 4 stack? Yeah, 5 stack, I think.
Yeah.
It's getting pretty loaded here. A lot to farm up. They don't have the best Ancient clearing, but of course, Terrorblade can kill it. It's just, he doesn't do it super fast necessarily.
And also, it's at the stage where top lane, another death, going to be onto Ponlo. So more Vessel charges, getting Yopaj closer towards that Midas as well. He's been having an incredible game, kind of making amends from what we saw prior. And look how quick he's looking to play across the map as well. Natsumi has the meta, so he's ready to go.
Oh, he missed Miracle.
Combined with Miracle. It might not matter in the end, though. These right clicks are really raining down the pain as Yopaj getting super active early on, and they're not even done just yet. Him with Exno, I thought was starting to move over towards the triangle, but they do have a power rune to look to take instead.
They're going towards mid now. Baboka is baiting a bit. I don't know if he's gonna survive, though.
He baited a little bit too far there, Baboka. Give a big kill over to Exilern. They do have the Doom at the ready, but it looks like might be lacking some of the extra follow-up. Paj will be able to get the power in. Is he in danger, though? Chris gonna move on over. A nice kick into the roll away. Yopaj is gonna be okay.
Yeah, gonna roll on. And using the invulnerability to roll through the homing missile, something you can do now as well, as the invul is there. But yeah, the game is playing pretty aggressively here from the side of Boom. I like the way they're getting value out of the metamorphosis as often as they can. And of course now we do see the Gyrocopter starting to clear out the Ancient area as well and taking up some farm. But they just look to be a little bit more passive, you know, on the back of this post-4 Doom, working on a Midas still, just wanting to scale. Doesn't feel like they have as much control in the game.
How do we feel about the Midas? Is actually still in mid lane again, dude. Any hero showing Yopaj is instantly running towards their location. Maybe this is a fight they can take deep inside their own territory. It's going to be up to Polison's Doom to turn it around. But if he uses it, there's going to be no stuns to stop the retreat. So once again, Boom, they will get away with murder. And they're already looking at Miracle down bottom as well.
Yeah, they're rolling. Look at Earthspirit, man. The speed at which he's coming in.
Dude, Yopaj can't be stopped. They got one more stone.
Kick him back.
Like it's gonna matter. Yopaj's Earth Spirit is balling out of control right now in this second game.
He heard you're not a believer in Earth Spirit mid, man. He's like, okay, I'll show. You know, it can work. Trust me. He has a lot to redeem, you know, from last game with the solo death there that we talked about. You know, harping on it a bit, but he's doing great so far. Absolutely everything that you can ask for and more coming out right now. Top. Swap on X-Nova.
Oh, no. I mean, that shows the status of this game. You're going to doom the Dream Protect. I mean, he hasn't used it. Put it on cooldown. Get the kill.
That was like
at least get the wisdom.
That was like a 30 damage doom as well. I think it didn't tick more than once or twice there. So not the biggest value coming out. WS looking to set up top together with Yopaj again. He's here.
They're going to be rewarded with another kill. Haste disengaged. I think this is something that you brought up with the Earth Spirit mid lane, is just his rune control is exceptional. I feel like he's got at least every power rune, let's just say but one. I swear he's been roaming around with all of them.
Yeah, I think he had every single one, and that's not against a bad one. And mid, look, he finds Vengeful Spirit. She's like, I can farm here. Maybe you can, maybe you can't. The roll is coming off cooldown again. Vesso is ready. Oh, he misses the roll and the kick, though. I think you just disengage, but maybe he wants to roll back in. He only has one rock, 2 rocks remaining. Good sidesteps by Ponlo, and what comes out by Yopaj?
Something we haven't really touched on is like, how did Dire even take objectives until Krish has the damage? You're playing into a Tree and Protector lineup, and once you're able to get the levels, it makes, I mean, he's already has his living armor maxed out.
Yeah.
So Boom are going to have so much more map to play with this game.
Yeah, X-Nova is truly, you know, acting as a guardian here of all these trees. He's doing a great job protecting up the trees and towers. You know, he wants to keep his forest safe. I think it's going to be hard. Mid, Ponlo just wants to leech experience, but he's going to get kicked back in.
Back into his own death. Another one picked up. Yopaj is dominating. Already one component on his way to
Arena top. They're going on Doom.
Well. WS.
I say they. It's literally a solo attempt.
Paulson. Oh, Sillen's going to try and turn it with the Rolling Thunder. He will not have the damage for this. Everywhere, man. Bottom lane as well. Miracle's getting chased.
Oh, the roll gonna connect.
To cancel it. Oh, this is just getting too much.
This is Yopaj all over the place. He's been part of 10 out of these 12 kills, and he's playing like a god right now. Yeah, he's gonna get regen and doesn't even need to go to base. He is flying ahead in item progression as well. I mean, he's almost keeping up with the enemy gyrocopter right now in net worth.
Far out, man. Yopaj, what is his early game from him?
I like it. The confidence to pick it into the same matchup again. You know, obviously, it was not unfounded.
Dude! He knows no fear, man. 2,200 health they have to go through. And without the Chrysalis on Krish, this early game damage from the Jar is not really going to be there.
BKB on Mars too.
Look, maybe on the Dream Protector it's a different story. Let's see if they can target down WS as well. But the Doom's going to be there ready. Paulison, of course, apply, but the BKB into the TP up. Cool new change. You are out of there.
BKB TP out if you get doomed. I actually don't think I've seen someone do that before. I mean, obviously it's something that you can do, but you know, I think this is just the first one that I've seen in a pro game where someone actually just does that. That's so stupid.
Well, Ponlo's next. And even Natsu is hitting him from the low ground. Boboka just wanted to give a little treat over to the Terrorblade. Just reward him, get him closer towards that Skadi.
And with the deep vision they have top, he's just pinging top now. Yopaj, you saw Pango. Pango is not full HP. 1k HP is within striking distance here for the Earth Spirit with level 2 ulti.
No way. This is crazy, man. It's like he's playing with a freaking boot to travel. He's everywhere. It's just the Yopaj show at this point.
Yeah, and that's going to be a defensive role. I mean, yeah, you survived on Pango, but it doesn't feel great. You're back in base now, your TP is on cooldown, your ulti is on cooldown, and Earth Spirit will happily trade his ulti for yours. He doesn't need it as badly as you need yours to have big teamfight impact.
The chakra refreshes the stones, Joe, at least lowers it.
Yeah, you get stones back faster.
All right, that's probably a big thing too.
Yeah, they've been spamming it on him quite a bit. They also have TB in the team, so they can spam it for the meta refresh, which is a super nice combination. I mean, Caudal TB is very classic.
This is a great read. This is a great read. Yopaj and Xnova over to
Swap is there.
Pono is going to be there to offer some assistance, and Miracle and the boys are starting to move down as well. Yopaj going to continue to go over the damage rune. They'll kick him over towards the river. Arena's going to separate some of the team, and now WS will find a double kill off the back of that, and Yopaj is not even going to die. That is crazy. This man is getting away with murder every single time, just doing illegal stuff across the map. And Myth, they just have to stand idly by and watch.
I mean, it's beautiful coming out from Yopaj. The confidence to roll in there again to do the kickback, but the rest of his team are on point as well. The Mars coming in there, he's close enough. The Tree and Ulti as well. They get the Arena and the Overgrowth. Man, they're just playing like a different team right now. Boom are playing good right now.
Oh, this is some C Dota at its finest. There's kick over Miracle. He's not even going to... Oh, Greaves will make him work for it. Sillon's going to make the attempt to jump in as well, but again, no one is there to follow up with his Rolling Thunder.
You know, this is absolutely absurd. The way Yopaj is dismantling this game right now, it's pretty crazy to watch. I think out of all the qualifier games I've seen, including in South America so far, this is the biggest one-man show that I'm seeing. Like, he is initiating everything everywhere. It's wild.
So while we have some time without fights at the moment, I think we've spoken a lot about Yopaj. I think the supports on Boom need some praise. The awards that we've seen from them so far, mainly Xnova, I think is pretty much the predominant one that's been warding across the map.
Oh, yeah.
To enable Yopaj to find these pickoffs, it's been incredible.
Oh yeah, Xnova, he's top level warder. Like, he is extremely good at being sneaky with his wards as well, and he's gonna come in here, probably gonna find out the enemy deep ward plant as well if we see them back up. Actually, there's gonna be a runaway from Myth though. Xnova, he's on the way, man. Look at him. He's like, yep, there's a ward here. Gets the D ward, clears out that area as well.
It's WS doesn't even need a blink this game. He's going AC because he feels like Yopaj can just do it all, and they feel uncontested right now. I mean, the power that must be surging through their veins. They're going to go Roche 21 minutes in. They don't even have meta.
Yeah, this is going to be a very, very easy Roche for them, and doesn't look like any contest is coming, even though they're scanning it. They are not going to be in time. They have access to take the portal top, but the portal is being controlled as well by the Earth Spirit. It isn't the fastest Roche. Without meta, it's pretty damn slow, but this gives them a little bit of time only to, you know, get some farm, stabilize the map a little bit on the side of Myth. They're working towards an Aghanim Scepter on the Pango with his Blink Diffu. Doom is working on a BKB after his Blink Dagger now.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
But I'm looking towards Miracle, and it looks sad, man. He's down at 7.4k net worth. He's behind the Doom now.
Okay, I thought he accidentally walled. Never mind. Just saw them coming through the portal. Premature wall before they actually came out. So
yeah, a little bit annoying for them as they step through here. But not getting anything big for the wall, and now you don't have the wall available, so TB with the Aegis could think about going for some tier 2 pushes right now with one teamfight spell out of the way. Not really worth wasting that big cooldown.
Yopaj has an Arcane Rune as well. Again, another rune for him. So yeah, without a doubt, you're looking to try and take an objective. You feel incredibly strong right now on Boom.
Yeah, I mean, I have Skadi, Yasha, Crystalis, and Dragonlance on the TB. He's just looking fantastic. And yeah, we're seeing them come in towards the top tier 2. The creep wave is not being cut by anyone, so this is gonna be impossible to defend. I want to say 300 HP. A tower is way too low for you to be able to mount any form of defense here.
They even left their 14-minute Wisdom Rune to ferment a little bit, so they just got back-to-back Wisdom Rune, 840 experience. Xnova just got Solar Crest as well to further amplify the Terror Blade on this siege. Sillern? So the roll in from Yopaj. Great silence though, and look at the damage! That's Sumi. Couple crits up the high ground they go now.
I mean, without Pango, you don't really defend. I think he has to buy back. I think you need to get here, but no response right now. A lot of damage being done. Okay, they did cut the next creep wave for a bit. They didn't kill it fully, but Doom did at least pull it back, so backdoor protection is going to save that push.
Dire's middle tower is under
Mid lane now, though. Still have the meta going, and yeah, the Kodo is just non-stop spamming the chakra to try and refresh the next metamorphosis to come out as soon as possible, so they can get all the value during the Aegis.
middle tower has fallen.
Krish is out just in time there. 3 seconds later, and he would have been dead right there.
Are scanning.
I don't want to say one more fight, but like we're gonna have to see the wombo combo now next fight. Otherwise, it's just gonna be another like 5 minutes of not being able to get on the map, and the net worth is just gonna take too heavy of a hit. Like you have this blink on Miracle now, the potential. You vac back into the War Stomp and the AoE damage from the Pain Girl and the Gyrocopter, but it has to be perfect.
They're going for timing. They're going for timing right now on the side of Myth. They want the BKB on the Gyrocopter. Once he has that, he won't be that scared of the Earth Spirit, just kicking him around and controlling Sim with the Mars and the Coddle, these different annoying spells. He needs to have a BKB so he can stand his ground and fight. But meanwhile though, Boom, they're gonna take this tower and they're gonna go for your Tormentor. And you're still not ready to fight, so this should be a free Tormentor here as well. It's gonna go down without any form of contest, so that's gonna be the shard over on the side of Coddle. If you thought that he is already being everywhere on Earth Spirit, now you have the recall available as well to enable some of this global presence gameplay as well.
Krish is going to be on the front line. They can roll and kick him back, or they can start from WS. An instant swap from Pomla is going to get him out of the arena. A wall is used early on as well to act as a deterrent. Miracle's going to try and find a vacuum back, but already Boom have repositioned.
That doesn't look like the...
Oh wait, Miracle?
Miracle?
An aggressive jump as well. He wasn't expecting Boom to be as fast as that. And now he's going to be caught outside the base before he can shell the creep wave.
Oh no, they're bleeding so many kills. Now they're just going to go back on the high ground again. TB just getting refreshed here bit by bit, but this is looking so tough for Myth. They just can't mount a proper defense. Losing these heroes to get a wait now for the Darks here. They need his Blink vacuum combo. Gyrocopter does have 50 gold to go. He's gonna get his BKB finally.
I know Yopaj isn't here.
Dire's bottom
That has expired as well. Ponlo looking for the swap back with that ward placed. Gonna be able to find it.
Aegis, yeah, the BKB is up now on Gyrocopter. Aegis is timing out in 30 seconds. This TB is just monstrous though, he's so massive.
Krish. See him coming outside the base? Seems like they're pinging it. He's gonna show on the lane pretty shortly.
We do have a lane or a high ground ward.
They got... Oh, they're going to see X-Nova as well. Vacuum's actually off the mark again. They're going to swap him down to the low ground and try and start on top of the tree and protect it. They'll secure the kill, and now they'll look to Natsumi as well. He's going to be able to find a stun to target onto Krish.
Aegis times out.
Still without the meta might be a little bit awkward here. With the Aegis expiring, what's the call? They're going to buy back on X-Nova just in case a further fight does occur. Nice timing. The blink from Miracle gets out of the arena walls.
Yeah, double blink out there, just get to safety, both the Pango and the Darks here. Getting themselves out, and now high ground push. Maybe without Arena they can still fight actually on the side of Boom, because the meta is coming back courtesy of Babolka's hard work spamming. Even whipping the TB like, go, you're all our eggs in one basket here. Just spam stuff on him.
Oh, Miracle? Alright, that's a pretty good combo. They're going to be able to get the Terrorblade illusions, importantly, now with the Doom as well, out on Natsumi. Can they fall up and chase down the TP? Krish is going to turn his attention over, but the damage is lacking, man. They need some fall. He's going to try and do what he can, but they're not going to get the kill.
He's going to be fine.
Perfect start from them, and it just was not enough. The damage wasn't there.
Yeah, they landed a nice clean jump there, but they're missing some things, right? They don't have the shard on Venge yet for the extra stuns, the bouncing stuns, and they don't really have enough lockdown. He just kind of walked away on Natsumi. Of course, being able to just disengage there, running away, and oh man, that felt like the one fight that they really desperately needed to go their way. They did get X-Nova though, and is dieback death, so no tree in for a little while, but that doesn't mean that you have access to the map. You still can't leave your base. They're sneaking out with Miracle on the top at least to do something, but they're just being held hostage here.
Has fallen.
What do we think of the Satanic call for Krish?
Tower is under
Do we feel like there's a lack of damage at the moment, or do you like the decision to go down the Satanic route?
I think he needs the Satanic still. Like, the damage that they're missing is mainly because the combo didn't land fully cleanly there. You gotta rely on just getting everything in. But look at the high ground push again. They're just standing here with TB. It feels like he has meta all the time, thanks to Caudle.
Oh, swap back. Oh, instant reaction out of the BKB from Natsumi. Quick on the fingers. He's going to need a Sunder target. We'll use it onto Baboka.
Oh, the Boca is dead.
Silen's going to be able to snipe on the backline. An instant buyback out of the Coddle. That was a fight where they didn't need to use the wall, though, so it is still available for Miracle if Boom want to walk back up.
Yeah, the roll is gone now, so could maybe think to just keep going here. They have the arena.
Into the kick away, potentially. What an arena placement! The wall is there for Miracle, but the question once again is going to be if they have the damage or not, and it looks like they will not. Miracle's going to try and surge away. Silen has the swash in a couple of seconds, but he will not even escape the grasping hands of Boom, as Yopaj isn't done just yet. They'll get the swap back inside the base, and off the back of the buyback from Silen, gets a pretty valuable kill.
Yeah, that's the first death for Yopaj there. It goes down. The Glyph is coming in, trying to delay this Terrorblade. They also proc some attack speed slow here with Lucky Shot, but he's still going to town on this melee Rex. It is gonna fall, and they don't look like they want to stop. They're going towards bottom. 3 heroes dead.
Oh, okay, nice roll up. Looks like he's going to be okay. Just slowly poke him down, not trying to force out these remaining buybacks.
Yeah, have to respect them a little bit here as the respawns are coming in. The Doom is off cooldown as well. Man, they lost one lane, and bottom lane is not looking too great as well with tier 3 tower being so low, but I think having all their tools ready, maybe it's time to just go immediately here for Myth and make a play, go aggressively, instead of sitting back and waiting. They are queuing up some big items here. The Jaro has queued up a Rapier and a Daedalus, and then a Rapier again in his inventory. Actually, it's Satanic, yeah. He's very close to Satanic, but he hasn't really finished it yet.
Off the back of pillaging just so much of Myth's base and all their heroes, they sniped the Wisdom Room, and Baboka was also able to get 4 bounty runes as well. So
always nice. Always nice when you come back after fighting in the enemy area and you just find one piece, you know, the big gold horde going their way there.
And we see the item Yopaj got queued up as well. He's going down the Scepter route, which we saw last game. It didn't really come into play, but this game, with the lead you have, you roll in on a high ground push, get a Stone Remnant kick back on Gyro, he just, into like Arena, he's dead. There's just, unless Miracle finds another 5-man vac and somehow Krish is able to stay alive, that's just kind of fight over.
That's the tough part. You mentioned something really important there, I think, that Miracle needs to land this big combo, and like a lot of weight is on Miracle's shoulders here, I think. But he's the one who had a really, really bad start. He's underfarmed in this game and has to be careful not to get caught out bottom here before the push comes in as well.
How do you start? We saw previously was a swap back into an instant attempt with the War Stomp. Do they want to look to go for that once again?
X-Nova's high ground warding, and they're going to jump in. He's waiting for his team to be ready. He's going to ward, and then if they see anyone, they will jump.
WS goes through the mid lane instead. Gonna have this daytime vision. Miracle is target number 1. Smoke's gonna pop. They'll get the information they need.
Natsumi just going up here, has the Aegis and BKB safety. Creeps are coming in for backdoor protection to go away. Almost like Myth have to be the ones to initiate something here. They're just losing their base. Can't really start on TB though, so nobody else showing. Great positioning by Boom. They have a correct understanding here. They don't need to show any single hero on the high ground. Just let the TB do his thing.
The issue is you don't really have another hero to start and make space and Chaos so Miracle can get this multi-man vac. Without it being a swap inside the base and like a suicide attempt to force Boom to break their positioning, then we're just going to see the same thing happen. TB will siege and Boom will just play behind him.
Yeah, they're holding good positionings. Like you said, they're not breaking out and like panicking at all, because nobody can really force that reaction. We see a smoke now, though. Maybe they can make a stab. Like I said, I think defending your base is very hard to do for Myth. They're probably better off just trying to get a wraparound play. They need to deward their own base, though. There's still vision on bottom after that Rax fell. And gives some crucial information.
Let's see what they can do. Chris just got his level 20 talent, so extra flat cannon damage, and Satanic was just completed as well. So there's a little bit more for him to work with now.
Yeah, re-smoke coming out from Myth. Oh, they want to swap someone into a corner.
Oh, they see X-Nova for a second.
They lost vision. They saw him just a little bit and then they lost vision again. So tough against the tree and who has Shard going invis when he's standing in the trees like that.
This backline ward for Dire could be nice. Gonna expire in 35 seconds. We'll see what they can do with it though.
He's just walking in. He's right next to Jara like, hello.
Oh, all right, they're going to start on the first life, try and poke him down with a spot further inside the base as well. They'll get the kill. Nothing really too big committed as well. WS for the counter initiations are perfect timing. They're going to get the meta off before the Doom. And now the TB, he can decide to stand his ground or look to retreat. The call's going to be get outside the base. Silen's hunting. The TP's there. Then he's going to be able to stop it with the missile. A perfect timing. Natsumi.
Hey, Thunder.
Going to solo kill. The Doom expires. No way. He finds a timing for the Sunder to go out, and now Myth Avenue, that was their last hope. A ditched attempt, but it wasn't enough. Krish against the world, and he will join his fellow brothers in the grave for the final time of this game. It was just 1 second is all they needed with the extra control out of the Doom. It wasn't enough though.
I like the smart itemization as well by the Terrorblade. You saw what happened when he got doomed there. He pressed BKB, he pressed his Hurricane Pike to Hurricane Pike down from the high ground and got out, using the Silver Edge as well. Just the items that he has are enough to keep him alive and didn't die, even though it was really close there. That was crazy, man.
All right, boom, they're going to send us to a game 3. A very clean performance from them. Super crisp. Early game, from the laning stage to the early game rotations to the execution of team fights was just what we would come to expect from the caliber.